Everything you see around you was once invisible, existing only in the realm of thought. The chair you sit on, the phone in your hand, the building you live in. Each began as an idea in someone's mind. Your inner world is not a passive dream, it is the creative workshop of your life. When you imagine something with feeling, when you see it so clearly that it stirs emotion within you, you plant a seed in the unseen. This seed is as real as the fruit it will one day bear. The outer world merely reflects the shapes and colors you consistently hold within. If you persist in imagining a scene that implies your desire is already fulfilled, life begins to rearrange itself to make that scene your reality. This is not wishful thinking. It is the law of how creation works. You are the painter of the picture, and the canvas is your experience. The moment you see it in your mind with conviction, the universe begins to move in ways you cannot yet see, aligning circumstances, people, and opportunities to bring forth the image you have held within. To live in the end is to occupy right now the mental and emotional space of already having what you desire. It means you no longer think of the wish as something far away or yet to be attained. Instead, you think from it as if it were your present reality. You walk, speak, and feel as the version of yourself who already holds the blessing. This is not pretending in the shallow sense, but embodying a state so completely that the world has no choice but to conform to it. When you live in the end, you bypass doubt, because the end result is already a fact in your inner world. The details of how it comes to pass are irrelevant. They are left to unfold naturally. Your task is to remain faithful to the feeling of fulfillment, as if you had stepped into the scene of your desired life and refused to leave. In that state, every thought, every action, every reaction carries the fragrance of completion, and reality begins to mirror that certainty. Faith over sight is the art of trusting what cannot yet be touched or seen. More than the evidence your senses present to you, it is choosing to believe in the invisible arrangement of your desire, even when the outer world gives you no sign of it. Sight can only show you what already exists, but faith reaches into the unseen and pulls the future into the present. This kind of trust is not blind. It is built on the knowing that your inner state shapes your reality. When you give more weight to the vision within than the circumstances without, you allow life to shift in ways that align with your belief. The world might appear unchanged for a time, but faith holds steady, unshaken by delay or contradiction. It says, "What I have imagined is already mine," and refuses to be persuaded otherwise. In this way, faith becomes the bridge between the unseen cause and the seen effect, carrying you across the gap until your inner conviction and your outer experience are one and the same. The quiet words you speak to yourself in the privacy of your mind are the blueprint of your life. Every inner dialogue, whether uplifting or defeating, is a seed sown into the soil of your subconscious. These conversations are not meaningless chatter. They are the silent commands that shape your future. When you dwell on thoughts of success, love, and abundance, speaking to yourself as one who already possesses them, you begin to embody that reality. Conversely, when your inner voice is filled with doubt, fear, or complaint, the world echoes those same tones back to you. Your mind is always listening, and it takes your inner words as instructions, arranging circumstances to match them. The most powerful changes happen when you deliberately choose to hold inner conversations that match the life you wish to live. In time, the external world simply plays out the script you have been rehearsing in silence. To assume the feeling is to step into the emotional state of already having what you desire, allowing that sensation to saturate your mind and body. It is not just imagining the scene, but feeling the joy, relief, gratitude, or excitement as though it were happening now. This feeling becomes the evidence you accept as real, even before the world shows it to you. The mind cannot distinguish between a vividly imagined emotion and one produced by physical events. So when you dwell in that state, It impresses upon your subconscious as truth. From there, the outer world begins to shift to match it. By holding on to this feeling, you train yourself to live from the result rather than for it, dissolving doubt and impatience. The more real the emotion becomes within you, the faster life organizes itself to reflect it, because reality has no choice but to mirror the state you persistently occupy. Persistence in the state is the unwavering decision to remain mentally and emotionally rooted in the reality you have chosen, no matter what appears before you. It is the quiet strength of holding your inner vision steady when the outer world tries to contradict it. This is not forcing or straining. It is the calm, confident refusal to abandon the feeling of your wish fulfilled. The world may present delays, obstacles, or even the opposite of what you desire, but persistence means you do not react as though these appearances have power over you. You keep returning, again and again, to the inner scene where your desire is already a fact, until it becomes second nature to think and feel from that place. Over time, this constancy wears away. Resistance and reality bends to match your inner certainty, because nothing can resist the steady imprint of a state that is faithfully maintained. Everything comes through you because you are not a passive recipient of life's events, but the very channel through which they take form. The world you experience is a mirror reflecting the state you carry within, shaped by your thoughts, beliefs, and feelings. Circumstances are not imposed from the outside, they arise from the patterns you have accepted as true. When you recognize this, you stop waiting for life to change and instead turn inward, adjusting the state from which you live. As your inner world shifts, the outer must follow, for it is only an expression of what already exists within you. Opportunities, relationships, and events are drawn into your path because they match the frequency of your inner state. In this way, life is not happening to you, it is flowing through you, responding faithfully to the consciousness you consistently embody. Unexpected paths are the mysterious ways in which life delivers what you have claimed within. Once you have set your inner state and released the need to control the process, the blessing can arrive through channels you never considered. The mind often tries to predict the route, imagining a single way the desire could come. But the unseen has infinite arrangements ready to unfold. A closed door may redirect you to an open one that leads to something even greater. People you have never met, coincidences you could not plan, and events you would not script, all conspire to bring about the fulfillment of your vision. By letting go of the how and when, you allow life to weave its own perfect tapestry, delivering the end you have imagined through means that often surprise you. These paths may appear sudden, but they are the natural outworking of the state you have been faithfully living in. The blessing you didn't expect is already on its way, shaped by the thoughts you have nurtured, the feelings you have embraced, and the inner world you have chosen to live in. You are not waiting for life to grant you something. You have already claimed it within, and life is simply arranging the perfect moment and path for it to appear. Hold fast to your vision, walk as one who has already received, and trust the unseen to do what it has always done. Bring forth in the outer what you have accepted as true in the inner. The door is already open. All that remains is for you to step through it.